thought that I was casting all of them, but apparently not. So I'm stuck on this game. So as we get underway, we're just gonna go ahead and get right underway with blue team here, or not blue team here. Samsung Black versus Team Feed Pleaserinos. We're just gonna go ahead and go with this team. In the meantime, while these picks and bans are going, we'll take the bracket overlay off so we can actually see what the heck's going on. There we go. So Katarina banned out first and foremost. I think that they were banned out last time. Team Samsung Black. So they're picking with a lot of the similar bans. Ari banned out. Ari's been played a lot in these games, and now is going to be banned out. Maokai as well. You saw the power of Maokai in the last game. Finished off kill on Vayne himself. Like, that was just amazing. And the team Feederino, Pleaserino, had that Maokai. So instead, they're going to ban that Maokai away. As well as Maokai is just really generally a strong champion. Tristana banned out as well. Don't want those reset jumps. And a Syndra banned out. So this is a very similar ban selection from Team Samsung Black. So we'll see if they go with the same similar picks. It worked well for them last time. And we'll see if it works. It works well for them this time. We had a Leona, we had a Kha'Zix, we had a couple different people. They did have a Lucian, and Lucian is now banned out. So that's interesting. Feed, please, took the opportunity to go ahead and ban Lucian out. Says we're not interested in having him. And he does a lot of damage, especially late game where he can spam a lot of his abilities and follow with all of those dual auto attacks. His passive is just so strong. So Zabumafu taking his time with these picks. After he was so confident in those bans, knew exactly who he wanted to ban, but now kind of taking his time, probably talking with his team and discussing, saying, hey, well, we have first pick. We could either pick a really strong champion or pick a safe pick and instead try to counter pick what they decide to go with. So we've seen a little bit back and forth on these team picks throughout the tournament so far. And for those of you guys who are new and joining us, this is1ShotGG's tournament, the first tournament that they've done. So we're still kind of doing some work and figuring some stuff out. But welcome to the tournament. Apparently all of the semifinal games will be played tonight, and then we will just do the finals games tomorrow. So nobody will get through semis without running them simultaneously. So we did the... Thank you, Zachary, for following. And Nikki6119. 6119, I guess. So... Whoop. I'm typing in caps when I don't mean to. Zabumafu decided to, instead of grabbing the Kha'Zix, go straight for the Lee Sin. So it will be a Lee Sin. Could be a Lee Sin top lane. Could be a Lee Sin jungle. Could even be a Lee Sin mid lane. I have seen Lee Sin's mid lane. So it's a very versatile champion, a very versatile first pick. And I have seen Lee Sins be extremely crucial. Once a Lee Sin starts to get snowballing, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. LoL, Vrohi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I don't even know the Tigress. I don't even know anymore. Chrono Frost grabbing up the Morgana support, so going to have a great spell shield for that one. And Orianna. Orianna has been very crucial in a lot of these games so far. So Samsung versus Samsung the Dream. Let's see it. Well, Samsung Black is going to have to be able to win in this game. So it'll be Zabumafu versus, or Zabumafu's team, I guess, versus Miyuki. We'll see if Samsung Black can win this game. If they can then go on to deal with Samsung Cardboard, and we'll see which of those. So, Rage So Hard Die, grabbing up a LeBlanc for the jungle, but probably going to trade that out for the Lee Sin, because I can't imagine a LeBlanc being in the jungle. And Joe Mama grabbing an AD we have not yet seen in this tournament, which is a Kog'Maw. Kog is definitely a late game champion. He has acceptable damage early game, but once he hits level 6 and has those arcane barrages on top of the fact, Living Artillery, that's what it is. That Arcane Barrage is Xerath. Living Artillery, with those Living Artilleries, he can do a lot of damage from a distance, and just great late game potential on that Kog'Maw. So kind of a late game pick, as well as LeBlanc is more of an early game pick. LeBlanc's burst damage between level roughly 10 and 16, once she immediately hits that 16 or 15, is going to be doing amazingly well. But if it goes super late game, LeBlanc's damage really falls off. As people are able to build a little more tanky and a little bit more magic resist heavy, she's not going to be able to instantly nuke somebody down. So she's really going to be trying to focus on, grabbing a kill here, sneaking a kill there, and we'll be landing up against a Yasuo. So we had a bit of trouble with that last Yasuo. He had some disconnection problems, and that really set him off on the wrong foot as he lost lost a lot of farm early game before being able to come back in the mid game. And so we'll see how he does against this LeBlanc. And then Ash Thrasher, welcome back. Last game played Vi, this game playing Vi. So Vi was super critical in that last game. We'll see if he can be just as critical in this game, as Darthvin picks a Caitlyn once again. So this is a very similar matchup to their last game. I think the only difference is that Dozo, instead of playing a Maokai in the top lane, is now playing a Yasuo in the top lane. Their combination did well in that last game. It was a little bit slow, but they did win the game, and that's what happened. So starting the queue with Smooch Bear. Oh well, selecting champ. Sorry, it happens. It happens, Amy. Don't worry about it. So, Zabumafu, Rage So Hard Die. They also, this team is, Samsung Black ran the same Urgot pick versus a Nasus in the top lane. And so we'll see how he does Urgot versus a Lee Sin this game. Or not Lee Sin, I'm sorry, a Yasuo this game. So it's Urgot versus a Yasuo in the top lane. Now, Urgot does focus mainly on those Qs, those rockets that he's able to shoot from a great distance once he has that poison down. But Yasuo's wind wall could be a huge effect in that he can put that wind wall up and stop a lot of those attacks coming in. And Ashret did not go Leona this game, instead went for a Thresh. So it's a Thresh, Kog'Maw in that bottom lane. So while we've got this 3-minute wait, I'm going to run through all the champions and their abilities real fast. We've got Zabumafu playing the mid lane LeBlanc. We've got Rage So Hard Die playing the jungle Lee Sin. Jomama 1199 on the Kog'Maw. Ashrite on the Thresh in the support of bottom lane. Beware in the top lane Urgot. 4 teams Samsung Black looking to pick up the first of 3 games here. Miyuki on the Orianna for Team Pleaserinos. Chrono Frost with the ADC Caitlyn in the bottom lane. Hi, I'm Dozo, top lane Yasuo. Ash Thresher on the Vi in the jungle once again. And Darthvin on that Morgana bottom lane support. So once again, Team Feederino Pleaserino is grabbing up a lot of the champions that they really like and looking really strong. However, a LeBlanc pick, a Thresh pick, the same Urgot pick from last time. A lot of these champions are really familiar. A lot of Samsung Black has shown the power on these before. That Kog'Maw, though, is something I'm really, really interested in watching. A Kog'Maw versus Caitlyn. I have a feeling that if Thresh can land those death sentences correctly, he can make some really, really good plays. However, my hat is totally skewed up. However, if he doesn't, if Morgana can spell shield herself or Caitlyn in the right order and really keep themselves alive, I have a feeling that Caitlyn's damage is going to stick just a little bit stronger than Kog'Maw's. So we'll see if we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes. So with the last minute remaining, which team do you guys feel is going to take the win? Personally, I saw Team Feederino Pleaserino's power, so I'm gonna hashtag Team Feederino Pleaserino. But which team do you think will take the win? Feederino Pleaserino. Had to pick a long name. So Plithy. Thank you for the follow. Which team do you think, Plithy, will take the win? Hashtag which team you think you're going to enjoy winning. Anathesi agrees. Aniseth agrees with me. So we'll see. We'll see. Blue team not really looking for a full team fight. They have great steal potential. Grabbing a little kill here, grabbing a little kill there. Death sentence, Kog'Maw, LeBlanc is just going to be super scary. And the winner is? I don't know what Amy X Angel wins, but apparently she wins something. So, currently follows this channel. Yeah, that's cool. Nightbot. I don't know. Hashtag Nightbot wins. However, purple team's really going to want a full team fight. That Morgana full team ultimate, as well as Yasuo being able to grab 2 to 3 people with his ult. Orianna, they're really looking for a team fight. Team Feederino Pleaserino is going to look for full team once again. So I have no idea what Amy won, but congratulations to her. I mean, something or other. So I have to talk with me. Skype. Oh, I can't type into that. Skype me or Skype message me. As we switch over. So yeah, Samsung Black versus Feed Please. So we're just changing blue team's name to Samsung Black. Team feed, just support Miyu-chan. Yeah! Yes, support Miyu-chan. Welcome, and hopefully you can see some amazing plays. She's doing fantastically. She did great last game, had a really couple of awesome ultimates, and this game we'll see. So I'm going to post a link for registration for our next next tournament. Yeah, registration for the next registration, indeed. Permit Fearless 145. Your brain's fried. Try casting 6 games in a row. Then I'll tell you whose brain is fried. So, not a problem. I love it, though. This is what I do. This is what I do. So, fear has been granted to post. Oh. Alright, we're going to turn down the music just a little bit as we are getting into the game here. Whoop. Oh, the music's almost over. It's been going for a long time. So registration for our next registration, OP. Zabunfu has not connected yet, so again, we will give that 3-minute timer if it takes him 3 minutes to reconnect. However, if he doesn't, can I register? Be permitted to register at registration? I want to register at the registration of the registering. We will allow him we'll give him that 3-minute timer to be able to reconnect, as we don't want to kick anyone out. So, does look like the game started without him for the moment, as people are picking it, but there should be a pause here momentarily when they realize that he is, there we go, he is out. That's why I wasn't really worried too much. Switching over to Team Samsung Black. There we are. So as we were sitting with the yeah, LeBlanc didn't connect. That's alright. We're going to go ahead and put everyone in the correct positions in the meantime. We've got Lee Sin in the jungle, facing off against Vi. Urgot in the top lane versus Yasuo. In the bottom lane, AD, Kog'Maw, Caitlyn head-to-head, and Thresh and Morgana head-to-head. So it looks like LeBlanc did reconnect, so we should be able to get the game underway in a minute. Okay, I'm in. Are you guys ready? Okay, yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead. Wait, says Vi. Vi, what are we waiting on? What we waiting on, Vi? Ash Thrasher. But, red team has the advantage because they were able to buy all their items before blue team did. No, I'm kidding. K. Looks like I think we have everyone. Zabumafu was the only one who didn't connect and reconnect. One of our members spilled their Mountain Dew on their keyboard. Ugh. Oh, goodness. Mountain Dew all over the keyboard. Hopefully that was not a very expensive keyboard, because that would be very unfortunate if you spilled it. I have a very nice keyboard myself, thanks to a friend helping me out and get it, but I have this beautiful key cover. However, Mountain Dew is definitely the thing to drink when doing a tournament, because your jitters are going to be all up there. So, okay, seems like he cleaned it all up. Rip, says Lee Sin. And we are back into the game. Starting off 2.4k gold, 2.4k gold. These teams making their way out. I cannot wait to watch this game get underway. So, again, if you're interested in joining the next tournament, feel free to go into 1ShotGG, share about what your thoughts are on the game, share about which teams you think should have won, and more importantly, let them know what we can do better for the next game, or next tournament. That way, I don't know, everything works out a little bit better. So, Miyuki, you're gonna walk into Rage Art. Oh, okay. They kind of just like high-fived there a little bit. Now Lee's high-fiving a little bit of damage. Oh, couple of abilities burned there back and forth. Nothing too fancy. So I like initially how Oriana and Lee Sin just kind of like walk right by each other. They're just like, hey, what's up? High five. Okay, going our way, going our individual way. So what are you paid for that Dew ad? Absolutely nothing. If I got paid to advertise for Mountain Dew, guess what I'd be doing? Drinking Mountain Dew. But I'm not drinking Mountain Dew because I'm not paid. However, if there's any person here that works for Mountain Dew and you want to get me a Mountain Dew advertisement on here, if you've got like 50-something million people watching, do that. So it'd be amazing if I had 50 million people something watching. That'd be hilarious. That Morgana recall is just so creepy. But they're going to stick around and help Vi to grab this blue buff start. It looks like Lee Sin will be starting red buff. So once this, for the first time in the last couple of games, both junglers will be reaching the top lane about the same time. So we could have a dual gank between both of these junglers once they get up there. And we'll see if they manage that. Miyuki in that mid lane looking to get a little bit of damage on Zabumafu starting off. No, it's actually Zabumafu that starts with that first auto attack. We'll see which team gets the first minion. First minion goes over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc Blue team grabbing up the first minion, LeBlanc grabbing that one. That's what we wanted to see. So, nothing too fancy to start us off here. Both teams making their way towards the lanes. Lanes to watch this game will definitely be that mid lane, LeBlanc versus Orianna. What if LeBlanc can get snowballing, she's going to be dominating and doing extremely well. If, however, Orianna gets snowballing, the team fighting potential of red team or team feed please is going to be so strong late games. Zamufu actually took a tower shot there, jumping underneath the tower a little bit. Camera jumping back and forth all across the map because it's not even sure which lane to watch at the moment, as all lanes are just kind of harassing back and forth a little bit. Orianna is down to half health in the mid lane, kind of continuing to harass. Nice tornado from Yasuo, going to hit all those minions and kind of keep them lower health. So you're watching both games at the same time. Salty Panda T, you are too OP at the game if you can watch both games. Now here's my shout out to you, Salty Panda. If you can shoutcast both games, I will quit my job. I'm kidding. This isn't my job anyway. So I am Doza taking a bit of damage. Going to exhaust Beware. Get some damage. Will it be enough? A nice knock-up tornado. They're going to try to get in. Will it be? Oh, it's hard to see as Mewtwo in the mid lane going to take some damage before backing off down to about a third health here. So both top laners, after taking a lot of damage, are there. Oh, he flashed from Yasuo. Keeping him alive for the moment. He has so little health, but Lee Sin gets that Sonic Wave. First blood over to Urgot. Nice job in that top lane. Lee Sin grabbing up that helpful kill in that top lane. Urgot picks first. It would be very hard to dual cast both. It's true. It's true. So blue team taking first blood. Nice dark binding on Adrite in that bottom lane. Gonna take a little bit of damage, but not too much. Chrono Frost just trying to continue to farm up. Oh, the death sentence on Chrono Frost! The spell shield from Morgana keeping him alive for the moment, but the Kog'Maw still got some nice damage, down to about 200 health. And now Vi coming and ganking in the bottom lane. She's got double buff. Just got a little bit of damage on Kog'Maw. She burned the flash on Kog'Maw, and that's what's important before backing off. So she forces Kog'Maw to flash to keep himself safety line. However, this Caitlyn kind of slowly lifestealing her way back up. She started with that Doran's Blades. Now she's about half health up there. She has a little bit of lifesteal. In the mid lane, potions burned completely on the Orianna. She does have the Doran's Ring, so she has a little bit of extra health. However, that LeBlanc still has a number. I think it's actually no. She's out of the Crystalline Flask. She started with Crystalline Flask and a Biscuit of Rejuvenation, so she just had all of the regen. Mewtwo so low health. Oh, LeBlanc just harassing, getting a little bit of extra damage. I thought she was going to go in on that chain, but Ethereal Chain didn't manage to, or didn't want to go in on it. Instead, just backed off towards the minions. So wish you could step up a Steam for the other, set up a Steam for the other game, stream for the other game. That would be pretty nice. But I don't think that 1ShotGG has that put together. So you need a game score counter for these next few games. I completely agree. I will do that when these games are a little bit slow. But right now, that top lane, I am Doza going in. Nice tornado. Finishes off Beware in that top lane. Fantastic job as Thresh gets a little bit of auto attack damage onto the Caitlyn. So that is a second kill for kill up there in that top lane. 1-1. Urgot was able, with the help of Lee Sin, to finish off Yasuo. And now Yasuo gets a revenge kill all on his own. No need. So that I am Doza is actually good. Oh, here comes the teleport. Urgot teleporting in. I am Dozo just dashing through the towers. Might be looking for an execute. Getting a couple of minions before he gets executed. Knew that he didn't have an escape route, so decided to go ahead and execute. Oh! Joe in that bottom lane using a heal, baiting Caitlyn in. Chrono Frost solo held. The Thresh pulls her straight into, I guess, her own trap. But Lee Sin picking up that kill. So nice bait from Kog'Maw. Going in, allowing him, Caitlyn to think that she got that free kill in that bottom lane. And then Lee Sin shows up and finishes her off. 2 kills to 1. This game is getting crazy already. A dark binding on the Thresh. He's so low health. Shields himself. And he'll be able to walk out of that one for the moment. Once Morgana gets a little bit more ability power, things are going to look bad. Sonic Wave resonating strike onto Orianna down to half health. She's just going to jump back off of that one, saying, I guess I'll just drink some more of my potions and heal myself all the way back up. This is game 1 of 3. So whichever team wins will go on to a second game here. Rage so hard. Die. Clearing some of these wraiths while the teams are kind of clearing up a little bit here. Oh, look at all of that minion auto attack that's being blocked there. 8.9k gold to 8k gold, so I guess 9 to 8. So blue team just a little bit in advantage with about 1,000 gold, but definitely not over just yet. We're getting a little bit of damage onto Yasuo up there. He's going to try to turn it around, jumping in onto Urgot. Will he? Nope, he's just going to back off. Putting up a wind wall as Urgot turns around to back off, saying, nah, not interested, man. Not interested. So, Let's see here. Game wins counter. Dark Binding missing from Morgana. Darthwin not really landing that one. Was looking for an opportunity for it, but didn't quite make it. In that top lane, Yasuo continuing to farm. 25 farm to Urgot's 36. So Urgot farming really well in that top lane. Coming out. Very much a surprise. Nice death sentence onto Morgana. Not going to follow up on it. Going to flay her back a little bit, so Kog'Maw's going to get a little bit of damage, but not quite too much just yet. So we'll see if I can do this. I think I can do this. So Kog'Maw, nice Dark Binding from Darth Vin. Gonna put Kog'Maw down to about half health there. Thresh as well, just trying to keep some vision. Oh, this is so close. I think I can do this. So close. We're just gonna pump that out just a little bit more. And then we just pull this in a little bit. And hey, hey, hey! There we go, team game numbers. So in the mid lane, Miyuko solo health shields herself or uses barrier. The ignite is ticking. Will it be enough? Lives. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go back and watch that again because there is no way in that mid lane. So here she is. This Orianna down, loses down to 100 health. At 35 health barriers. The ignite taking away 4 health and lives. Orianna pixels on the health, 4 health. And lives through LeBlanc's burst. 38 farm to 67. There we go. Go back to directed camera. 68 farm with the LeBlanc. So she is almost twice the farm of Orianna, doing very well. In the top lane, Beware solo health. Yasuo jumping in, but it's actually Vi that picks up that kill. Now Lee Sin here, he has the Sonic Wave landed. Will he follow with the Resonating Strike? Doesn't look like it. So in that top lane, Yasuo, with the assistance of Vi, finishing off Urgot once again. Grabbing up another kill in that top lane, matching it up 2-4-2. That Orianna with so little health, though, I honestly just had no clue in that mid lane. Brilliant job with that barrier. Like, I was not expecting the Orianna to have the barrier, but she did, and that saved her with the ignite ticking down. So 2 kills to 2, even up in gold. Darthvin putting on the spell shield just to get ready for that Thresh hook to land, but it didn't. Oh, and the game paused. Ping issues. Okay, so somebody is lagging. We do give like a minute countdown for somebody if they're having some lag issues. However, this is like the worst time possible. Let's break down this moment here. Okay, so we've got Kog'Maw down to about half health. The Dark Binding as well as the Tormented Soil from Morgana doing overtime damage to him, putting him in a perfect position for Caitlyn to throw out the ace in the hole to do some serious damage. And we are getting right back into it. Caitlyn's ace in the hole. Let's see if we can click over here before the game starts. Really fast. Is going to be doing about 350 damage minus armor on the Kog'Maw, but he has a lot more. He's at about 600 health as well as the shield from Thresh, unless Thresh can get in the way, but I believe that is the bullet right there, unless that is simply an auto attack and then she's following up with the ace in the hole as Thresh tries to get in the way to defend from that. We're ready? His client's bugging out. Alright. Now we're ready. Okay, so we're going to hopefully get back into it. Morgana is really on par with a lot of these Dark Bindings, which is really good for her. So it's all constantly waiting. Spell Thief Edge. There's that ace in the hole. And Thresh is going to get in the way in time for that and nicely defend it. However, he's going to be down to about 500 health. And Kog'Maw may look at backing. Thresh with the face of the mountain, or at least that he's building into, currently a relic shield. It's going to be able to heal him a little bit. So will today's games be on that Shotcast Guy YouTube? Yes, it will, Caceris. It will be on YouTube, so you can watch it there and have your friends check it out as well. Oh, Death Sentence from Thresh almost landing, but not quite on Chrono Frost. But yes, all of these games will be available on YouTube after tonight. I will go ahead and upload all of them, so they should be available tomorrow morning to watch and enjoy and share with your friends and let them know. But it is That Shoutcast Guy on YouTube. All you have to do is YouTube search That Shoutcast Guy. Beware getting damage onto Yasuo. He turns it around, coming back in. Doesn't really get that much damage back, though. The Urgot really building straight defense at the moment with that Glacial Shroud, so he's not going to do a whole lot of damage either. Slowly kind of poked down the Yasuo from a distance. More looking at having a lot of mana. He's got that Tear of the Goddess, so he's trying to build some extra mana so he can continue to cast all of his abilities. In that mid lane, LeBlanc does have blue buff, so she's going to be able to spam a lot of her stuff. She's jumping onto Miyuki a little bit, gets the snare, will follow up a little bit with the dash. decides to back off from that, just getting a little bit of damage. Orianna does have her ult available, so she could try to pull LeBlanc underneath the tower. However, Vi now headed towards this bottom lane, LeBlanc on her tail. LeBlanc decides to back off from that, is in the bottom lane and just continue to farm up. Caitlyn now, 79 farm to Kog'Maw 63. Regardless of how well you can farm under the tower, when wave after wave after wave comes underneath the tower, Kog'Maw actually absorbed the ace in the hole from Caitlyn. Lee coming around the sidelines. But when you continue to try to farm underneath the tower, you eventually are going to lose farm. And that's where Kog'Maw's been slowly losing farm in this bottom lane. 65 farm to the 80 of Caitlyn. There's just not a whole lot that he can do about it, as his teammate Thresh is trying to help out, continuing to slowly heal him. He does still have one of those Relic Shield heal usages available, but in that top lane, I'm Dozo down to a quarter health up there. Yes, Urgot really doing nice work and just continuing to harass him from such a strong distance. Dark Binding from Orianna not going to land. Red team really having a little bit of a hard time now. Back to even on gold between these two teams. Blue team slowly taking a slight advantage in gold, especially with Urgot in that top lane being able to continue to farm. 64 farm to 66 farm. Yasuo's actually keeping up in farm, which is rather impressive. So death sentence onto Caitlyn. However, there won't be a whole lot of follow-up. LeBlanc coming in the bottom lane. Lee Sin as well. 4-man gang in this bottom lane. Chrono Frost still alive, but the follow-up on Sonic Wave is going to finish her off. And now Darthvin walking straight into a Thresh ultimate. That's going to be the end of both of these in the bottom lane. Blue team said, this game's going a little bit slow. Let's speed it up just a hair by bringing in a 4-man gank in this bottom lane. Dragon up available as well. Will they go for the Dragon or will they try to defend the mid lane? Looks like they're going to go for the Dragon. However, they will likely lose this mid lane in the process. LeBlanc's headed there already to try to help out. Rage So Hard Die is tanking the Dragon. Will it be enough though? Thresh may need to throw down his shield to help out that Lee Sin. Orianna backing off in the mid lane. Vi coming around the sidelines. They didn't get that mid lane tower, but they surely got some damage onto it. They also coming back up there. So blue team did pick up that first Dragon over to Samsung Black. The flash from Beware keeping him alive for the moment. Oh my gosh, that Lee so little help. Thresh as well. Face the wind, Lee Sin. Oh, Rage So Hard Die. DC, hopefully he'll be back in a moment. If not, they should pause the game until he gets back. Don't need disconnectors in the game. Oh, there's that pause. Okay. Chrono Frost getting a little bit of damage onto Joe Mama. So, let's break it down here a little bit. Caitlyn is ahead of Kog'Maw in farm by about 20 farm. On top of his just come back from a back, so has the BF sword as well as that pickaxe. Once again, Caitlyn going for a Infinity Edge as her first item. Kog'Maw, double Doran's Blaze, as well as having that long sword, so looking just for that damage and health. Didn't really have the back that he wanted initially, but just continuing to kind of expand on it. However, he still has 1,800 gold in his pocket, so he can buy a BF sword if he wants. Caitlyn, doesn't have boots though, so is a lot slower and not able to chase as well as Kog'Maw is. And we'll see if this Kog'Maw can deal. How's it going, Coolio? Welcome to the stream of Shoutcasting. We're into our first of 3 games for the semifinals of this League of Legends 1ShotGG tournament, and it is going fantastically. Good to go once again. So this top lane is just back and forth and back and forth. Both have died twice. A kill for each person up there. Urgot 75 farm, Yasuo 73. Urgot currently on this this fight not doing so well. Miyaku taking a lot of damage in the mid lane, gonna get snared, and LeBlanc's gonna back off from that. Nice Urgot dodged the tornado from Yasuo. He's still here. Does he want to fully engage? Vi coming around from the sidelines. He's kind of keeping an eye. Vi coming around. They want to make sure that they aren't going to get ganked by the jungler. Beware getting a little bit of damage. Here comes Vi jumping. There's the ultimate from Yasuo as well. Vi helping out. The ultimate from Urgot slowing you, Hayam Dozo. However, Vi going to pick up the kill, and he lives by the hair on his skinny chin as he backs off from that top lane. So a nice engage. Urgot trying to use the ultimate on Yasuo. Won't be able to finish him off before he goes down. So again, back and forth in that top lane. Death sentence onto Caitlyn. The Flay as well. Morgana put the spell shield on herself, not Chrono Frost. Kog'Maw with very low mana is not going to have the opportunity to use this living artilleries on Caitlyn. However, he can certainly auto-attack her to death if he gets in the right positioning for it. Caitlyn at level 8 is tied, I believe it's tied, yeah, tied with the Kog'Maw. Gonna throw out, oh, there's the ultimate, will it be enough? Oh, he's so low, how the flash, from Morgana, trying to chase in Darthvin with the flash, and the Kog'Maw just followed with his own. So both flashes burned there. Kog'Maw lives another day, but now Thresh kind of making his way out of the jungle, red team's jungle. He put a ward down so they know that they've got some little bit of vision. There's that ward. Vice coming around with a sweeping lens, so there she goes. She can see it. With the help of Orianna, she'll be able to clear it just fine before they get that blue buff. So, oh my gosh, that Kog'Maw living was just crazy. And that top lane, Yasuo doing lots of damage to Urgot. Put his wind wall down a little bit early, a little bit behind the Urgot, so he took just a hair of damage, but that's a good amount of viewers, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. Most of these viewers are from the community 1ShotGG, in which I am the official, or one of the official team coordinators for the events that go on there. So you can go and check out that forum. It's pretty fantastic, if I say so myself, which I should. Asheret taking a little bit of damage, Darthvin getting a Dark Binding, and that Tormenting Soil. However, that Thresh started to get a little bit tanky, has that Sight Stone, so can continue to put down a lot of wards. Throws a death sentence, not going to land. They are waiting as this Lee Sin and LeBlanc are coming from the sidelines. Again, the gap closing team doing well. Lee Sin tries to get a little bit of a slow on the Caitlyn, but she's going to be able to back out. Here comes LeBlanc there from the sidelines, going to jump straight in on Morgana. The Ignite is down, is going to be enough. Dark Binding's going to catch her underneath the tower for a moment. She's got her clone tanking the tower. Now she's jumping away. She's going to jump right back, and Caitlyn has the last auto attack to finish her off. Lee Sin trying to get a Sonic Wave. It was just a hair bit a little too late on the cooldown, so he didn't have it to follow up on Chrono Frost. Now with the blue buff, though, she can throw out a lot of these 90 caliber nets. Lee Sin as well, getting under the tower. She flashes, and she lives for the moment. The Kog'Maw trying to get any of these living artillery is not going to land. She's so low health, but Liv still has an ace in the hole. That's why she's sticking around. Doesn't want to back just yet. Wants to be here to use that ace in the hole. Vi waiting just off to the side, so she is going to go ahead and ace in the hole. The Kog'Maw just getting a little bit low health and encourage him to back off. In the mid lane, Urgot trying to defend. That mid lane tower did go down. Red team picking up that first tower of the game. Yasuo just off to the side. He came down from that top lane as well. So Caitlyn is going to finally back after living through impossible fights. Is going to make it. Hey, it's Sexy Jake Redfield's LXC. Welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you for the for jumping in here. I am Doza getting a nice kill on Kog'Maw. He is all over the map. You can dash right through the minion to defend, and Yasuo beats the Kog'Maw. Dashing right through the minion. Nicely done there, Yasuo. Nicely done. So without Caitlyn, though, it's going to be a little bit slower pushing down this tower, but they have the help of both Yasuo and Vi and Minion Wave. Morgana throwing out a Dark Binding. Not quite going to land on the Thresh. He's looking to flay some people back. Nice spell shield on the Vi, though. Keeps her from being played back. In the mid lane, back and forth once again. Nishi Girl Vi, something like that. Thank you for the follow. Miyuki shielding herself. Can she live? She ults LeBlanc underneath the tower. She does have that clone, though. Will it be enough? The clone's taking the tower. One more shot, and LeBlanc lives, but that is a huge passive down, and Orianna lived through all of it. That's what I'm saying, though, about LeBlanc. Once a LeBlanc can no longer burst down an enemy champion, especially the squishiest AP member of Orianna, there's very little that she can actually manage to do. So right now, LeBlanc doesn't have a whole lot of options as to be able to actually where to go in the game. Lee Sin jumping straight in on Hayam Dojo. Nice wind wall, or nice tornado. There's ace in the hole onto LeBlanc. Going to get a very low health. Not going to finish her off, though. Asheret, the Thresh, being able to grab Asheret, grabbing up the kill on the Yasuo. Just caught out right by those wolves. So will go down. Vi backing off. So now it is a 4v5 if they decide to team fight. Nice Dark Binding onto Thresh once again. Is Lee Sin going to follow on the Sonic Wave? Does not look like it. Dragon's up in about 30 seconds, so both these teams want control of this area. However, Urgot's low health, LeBlanc is low health. Both of them have potions rolling, so LeBlanc is going to back off as well as Lee Sin, kind of even it out to being a 4v4. And if these guys do back off, it's going to be 4v3, and this dragon is just about up. Only 10 seconds left on the timer. Blue team did pick up that first dragon, so they have the timer on it, but red team wants it this time. They've got a nice pink ward there, going to keep vision. Yasuo headed there as well. They've got the jungler Vi, who's got the smite ready for this dragon. Infinity Edge finished on the Caitlyn. It looks like Kog'Maw's going for that Infinity or Trinity Force and not going to be able to finish it off just yet. Red team starting this dragon. Will they be able to finish it off? The ward's continuing to be put down, and Vi does. She picks it up, and now Rage of Hardy going to be taken down very quickly. Assault and Battery from Vi guaranteeing his death, and now they turn it all onto the Thresh. Orianna with the ult tried to finish him off. However, LeBlanc over the wall grabs insane burst damage on the Yasuo, finishing him off. So Orianna ult not quite being effective there, but did try. So good try there from that Orianna. As red team not only gets a dragon, but also 2 kills off of it, and now 7,000 gold in the lead. They've got that second dragon, are pushing in. Again, this is the best of 3 though, so we've got a lot of people that are now that after this game they're gonna have to do the same thing again, and we're gonna see a lot of different picks and bans. LeBlanc getting a little bit of damage onto some of those minions. Miyuki taking a lot of damage from Beware. The Urgot, those knives continue to throw out. LeBlanc going hard. Ace in the holes right on her, just right back. She is all over the map. Ace Thrasher being snared. The ulti from Urgot as well into Chrono Frost. The CC so strong, going down. Rage so hard picking up that kill. A flash Q from Urgot picks up the kill on Orianna, and LeBlanc with the last little bit of damage, continuing just to spam her abilities, grabbing the kill on Vi as Kog'Maw in the bottom. He wasn't even there for this fight. Kog'Maw in the bottom lane grabs up a second turret for themselves in that bottom lane. This LeBlanc just going hard, bouncing back and forth, grabbing a little bit of damage on Morgana, putting her low health. Thresh throwing out death sentence, not going to land, but blue team grabbing a mid lane tower. Morgana did get that dark binding onto Urgot, but they don't have any follow-up. Yasuo, the only person alive at the moment. Caitlyn now coming out of the base, trying to see if she can help. Zabumafu just doing so much damage as Beware continues to harass. They have amazing poke. Darthvin as well, only about 400 health. There's a Zabumafu going in once again. Does get dark binding underneath the towers though. However, with the help of her handy clone, is going to be able to make it out. That clone so strong from LeBlanc. The flash from Thresh keeping himself alive. Lee Sin just off to the side, only less than 100 health, but living and making his way out. Red team now pushing out of the base. Morgana did go down. They got another kill. Kog'Maw cleaning up a pink ward down here. So strong. Blue team just showing what it's like. Also, this may find the Lee Sin. He's only got 100 health here. But no, they have no wards. That's why you need wards, to see where the enemy team is going. But both of these teams have been fighting so hard. You missed a good game. Nothing Fancy is doing so well. I wish I could be a part of it, but I can't. I can't watch it and cast both games at the same time. So in this particular game, though, Samsung Black doing an excellent job themselves. 11-7, doing it fantastically. 31k gold to 29k gold. That's only a 2k gold lead though, and this Yasuo is starting to get really scary. Has a static shiv building into the Blade of the Ruined King. Vi going more of the tanky route, has that Giant's Belt as well as that Warden's Mail, so trying to deal a little bit with that Kog'Maw damage that's going to be coming. So I'll tell you the stats for endgame. Please do Bizarre BLT, because that would be fantastic. Would love to know how those games go. In the meantime, Orianna working towards Zanya's. LeBlanc on the other hand going straight for damage. Has Athena's and Holy Grail as well as that well, I'm sorry, that Deathfire Grasp, as 5 members of blue team come out of nowhere, grabbing the kill on Yasuo. Lee Sin picking up that one. Rage so hard died, doing a great job. 4 and 1. He also went a little bit more tanky this game, grabbing up a Locket of Iron Solari. So having a lot of shield. Oh, Orianna, pay attention. Oh, she dodges. She accidentally dodges the death sentence, but she's still going to go down, despite her ultimate on Kog'Maw. So blue team playing it the way that I said. Sneak grabbing a kill here, grabbing a kill there. Rage so hard doesn't grab the lantern. Oh, I guess I could have grabbed that. Morgana underneath the tower, as well as Vi, seeing if they can do anything. But there's 5 members of blue team here, and Caitlyn's all the way down by Dragon. Morgana using the ultimate. Will she live through it? She's not going to get the snare onto Thresh. Vi trying to live, flashes. However, flashes back and forth. Double kill over to Thresh. And now Yasuo is back here. Maybe the king of cleanup, possibly. Getting a little bit of damage back and forth, putting the wind wall down, stopping some of these ranged attacks. Didn't stop the Kog'Maw, though. He's continuing to burst those out. LeBlanc getting a little bit of damage. Can he do it? Ace in the hole from Caitlyn finally showing up. A little bit of damage onto Rage so hard die, trying to back off from this. She is coming from the sidelines. Yasuo dashing through the golems to try to get close. Can they close the gap and get some of these kills? Ace in the hole's already been used by Caitlyn, so they may just allow this blue team to back. They did not get the tower, but they certainly got, I think, 4 kills off of that top lane push. And now red team's pushing in response. They may be able to back out safely. Yeah, so everyone but LeBlanc backed out. LeBlanc may continue to back out anyway, so Beware now pushing in this bottom lane. Morgana showing up to try to get some of that wave clear. Kog'Maw helping with these minions. Yasuo has a really good feeling that LeBlanc was in that bush. I don't think they've actually got vision, so he threw a tornado over there, and she actually jumped out of that bush to kind of avoid it, which is really nice. So in top lane, not really effective for a red team. They weren't able to get that tower. They weren't able to push it back. So Smooch Bear's getting wrecked. Aw, that's so sad. Smooch Bear. Lee Sin jumping in, going to miss the Sonic Wave onto Caitlyn. Miyuko throwing a shield, helping Chrono Frost, just shielding her up for the moment. Blue team kind of pushing in here. Vi just queuing out. However, Lisa may have jumped in a little bit too hard. Note, red team is looking to back off, and that Urgot ultimate is going to put Yasuo way behind the lines. What can he do? Urgot pushing in, holding off 4 members. The rest of the blue team comes in. Morgana just off to the side, caught out. She might get snared. LeBlanc, too much damage. Throws a Dark Binding, not going to land. Orianna with the shield, trying to save her, but Zumafu with too much damage finishes her off. This LeBlanc is just crazy, and then we do have a Thresh DC, but he's instantly reconnected, so we're not going to worry about that. We're not going to worry about that. Cheesy Dreamer! I've been talking about this for the past forever. Don't even act. Don't even act. 29-9 in just one. Amazing job there from Nothing Fancy, doing an incredible, incredible job. 17-7. So much damage. Ace in the hole from Caitlyn. Not going to finish off Lee Sin. Zabumafu unstoppable, finishing off the Caitlyn. She sat there for the ace in the hole, trying to allow it to finish, and now grabbing up at towers. 18-7. Blue team looking so strong. Vi just backing off from the tower. Rage so hard. Actually hit a trap trying to back off. So he's going to just recall again. No tower down. Well, the second tier tower down. Yasuo just clearing some minions. It looked like he wanted to go in, but no one was close enough for him to dash to, and so he's not going to be able to. I mean, I think I haven't been able to connect to Twitch. Can't spoil. He's expecting. He's watching another semi. We're doing 2 different semi-finalist games right now. Nothing Fancy playing against Samsung Cardboard. Nothing Fancy won their first game. Samsung Black versus Team Feederino Pleaserino, which is this game we're watching right now. We haven't gotten to the end of the first game, so those stats are the semi-finalists being played all at the same time. So that's LeBlanc jumping out on Jasmine once again. Will she get the last bit of damage? The snare is down. All Thresh has to do is land death sentence. Morgana just turned around. Kind of gave that kill over, so okay. I am Dozo backing off as Rage Hard just jumping in. They didn't get the dragon. Red team really wanted to engage on the dragon. Blue team made them pay by finishing off Morgana once again. 0-6. Has a pink word and lots of other words, but wasn't even able to use them. Blue team now says, I guess we'll take dragon now that Morgana's out of the picture and they've all backed off. So we'll pick up a second dragon. Should be able to grab it, no problem, with Kog'Maw there to help out as well. Rage so hard die, doing a nice job tanking the tower, or tanking the dragon tower, and they finish it off. So second dragon going over to blue team. Red team did pick up 1 dragon earlier, the second dragon of the game. So we'll see if they can turn it around. But blue team's looking really strong, like scarily strong right now. Yasuo did finish off that top lane turret, so almost even out the turrets. Now 4-3, 19 kills to 7, about 7k gold in the lead. Blue team, or Team Samsung Black, is looking really strong to go into a second game, finishing off this one. But they're going to have to beat a second game to be able to move on into the finalist position. Haven't been able to play on this stream for so long, I almost never connect to Twitch. GC Dream, this actually is a full game. This is a tournament through 1ShotGG. So, can we get our Thresh to TC? He DC'd, was kicked out. Thresh was kicked out. He's in the bottom lane. I don't even know what they're talking about. Oh, he was kicked out of TeamSpeak. Okay, so he's trying to get back into the TeamSpeak game. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, in the meantime, GC Dream, this is a tournament straight through 1ShotGG. 1ShotGG is a forum that I'm a part of. You can check out the information below and on the sides as well. And so they are hosting their own tournament, their League of Legends tournament that has a lot of rewards to it. And I am shoutcasting their games. However, I can't shoutcast all of their games. We're kind of going back and forth between some of the different games. So we are currently spectating the semi-finalists. Why are we not even seeing that? We gotta switch over and jump up a little bit. There we go. I don't know why we can't see that. So, but I should be able to bring up. It should be right here. Where is it? There we go. Nope, that's not. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna instead go here. Spectate mode. Pull you over. Pull you over. We have the semi-finalist games followed by the finalist games tomorrow to finish off the tournament, and then followed by a bronze, or not bronze match, but a best, or a third place match is what it means. So that's where we're sitting at so far in the semi-finalists. We're watching Samsung Black versus Team Feederino Pleaserino. This was out of a 8-game teams. We are down to 4, and then they will go into the best of 2. So it's going to be a fantastic game all across the board. And for those who are new, I do my own shoutcasting games that you can get into. You guys should go into a casual room if you can't get back into it. That's true. All four other members could go into a casual room, and that way they could talk to each other. That's fair. I mean, that's understandable. So, but anyway, as I was saying, I do shoutcasting. This is my channel for shoutcasting. I shoutcast on Sundays, Mondays, and then I usually play or shoutcast on Wednesdays as well. So be sure to check me out, as well as information where I can shout out specific games, as well as let people know what's going on. So we are good, is what they say. So as the game is back underway, we're going to go ahead and close the bracket system as we are back into the game. 19 kills to 7. Team Samsung Black looking really strong, but the game is not over just yet. Red team hanging on little bit by little bit. Buffs being picked up all over the map. Vi picked up, I think, may have given blue buff. No, she's going to pick up the blue buff herself. Caitlyn picking up red buff. LeBlanc picking up her blue buff. So it's going to be buff-mania right now as they go back and forth grabbing at these buffs. However, we'll see if that can be truly effective enough for red team to be able to hang in here long enough to get a team fight that they want. Baron is up and available. Dragon was just recently taken, so there's still a couple of minutes before Dragon comes back. We spawn a Dragon every 6 minutes. Blue team has a couple of wards down here. Red team has some nice vision as well. They've got a vision on Baron and a couple of wards around the sides as well. So they know the blue team's in that jungle as Lee Sin's walking over ward right now. However, blue team may just decide to push, and they have a pretty good poke. They've had a great poke so far this game. It doesn't really seem like they would have poke, but LeBlanc has just been playing an incredible job diving into the enemy. The flash ult from Urgot going in. Hayam Dozo taking a little bit of damage, but now he's going to get a nice complete burst damage onto Urgot, as well as the Lee Sin. Caitlyn still has ace in the hole as it did not finish, but that Urgot's going to be, or sorry, that Yasuo's going to be burned straight down. Dark binding onto his Zumba, holding him in place long enough for some damage to go down, and he finishes it. Morgana ult follows all the way and finishes her incredible job, and now Thresh going to be turning to going down instead. Chrono Frost grabbing up that kill. Another beautiful dark binding from Morgana. She's got double buff. Joe Mama getting so much damage though. Oriana tries to shield, but the last Frost Queen's claim finishing off the Cog, or helping to slow the Kog'Maw. And oh my gosh, Caitlyn lives through that with so little help, throwing a little bit of a laughing dance with her gun, saying, I lived through that. I think she was probably scared to death right there. She was like, this is it. They should be able to clean this tower up before he teleports in. No, they don't. So Urgot did get in. Caitlyn simply backed off. If you take down a tower before the teleport finishes, the teleport is wasted. They can't finish it. So Caitlyn could have just simply auto-attacked the tower once or twice more and finished it off before Urgot finished teleporting in. But played it safe. A 90 caliber net backed off. Said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and play it safe. Oh, the damage. Beware does have vision. Had vision thanks to that ward there. Yeah, Yasuo was like, there's a ward here. I'm going to go ahead and clear it. I know there's one in this bush. Caitlyn walking all the way back to the base before backing. So, Morgana. What about Morgana? Morgana's doing amazingly so far. 21 kills to 12. Red team turned that fight completely on its head, and that was amazing. Darth Vin spell mutiny to deal with the Q. However, Vi and Hayam Dozo coming in here. Ash Thrasher getting a little bit of damage. Urgot uses the ultimate to jump straight to that Thresh Lantern, protect herself for the moment. Vi taking a lot of damage from the LeBlanc burst. LeBlanc burst down for just a couple of seconds. So we'll have it back up. Morgana backed all the way out to her minions. Blue team still hanging right around this Baron. Yasuo now, where is Yasuo going? Is he pushing this bottom lane? I can't even tell. Red team pinging, there's a pink ward in that bush, but I can't even see where Yasuo's going. He's coming right back towards blue team starting off this Baron. LeBlanc just waiting just off to the side to burst something down. Red team does not want to fight it. Morgana and Vi backed already. They're headed towards here, but this Oriana is going to be able to see that everyone's here and just going to back off as well. Yasuo waiting on the sidelines. So that is going to be Baron going over to blue team. Very much uncontested by red team. They're right around the corner, but that Baron did just get picked up, and now blue team's going to be able to back off with it safely. No problemo there. A little bit late pink ward there, Vi. A little bit of a late pink ward. So Oriana still sitting on a pink ward. Has Zanya's as well. Randuin's Omen finished by Vi, so she's going to be pretty tanky. Blade of the Ruined King finished on Yasuo as well, so he's got a lot of damage. He actually built a Negatron cloak as well, so he's looking to stop some of the magic damage that LeBlanc can output. Everyone on red team is like, we do not like the burst that this LeBlanc can put out. Let's not deal with this. Blue team with Baron buff now. They could either slow push, they could push side lanes. There's a pink ward on that top turret. There's a pink ward on this top turret. Anyway, okay, back to the game. Red team backing off, blue team slowly pushing in. They did, I think, red team pink to defend this mid tower, but it looks like blue team wants to push the bottom tower instead. Kog'Maw is already down there where that wave ends, pushing that one, grabbing up a lot of farm as they now progress in. That mid lane second tier tower has already gone down, so that's why they're not really interested in pushing it. They do have Baron buff for a little bit longer, so Game 2 of semifinal for Nothing Fancy is starting now. I'm streaming if you want to watch. So Merciful Vendetta is streaming the Game 2 of Nothing Fancy if you guys want to go over and watch that. But we are still on Game 1 of Samsung Black versus Team Feederino, Pleaserino. And 21 kills to 12. Blue team about 5k gold in the lead with Baron buff. Kog'Maw's finally cleared the minion wave all the way up to this tower. Thresh tanking the tower. One auto attack from Kog'Maw finished it off. But now they have a full minion wave as well as a lot of strong people coming in towards this bottom turret. Can they break red team's base and finish off this turret? Morgana throwing out Dark Bindings. Not going to land. Orianna trying to wave clear. These minions are pushing out. Now, nice Dark Binding onto Urgot. However, he's just going to heal himself back up. He also has a great shield as well. LeBlanc taking a little bit of damage. Back and forth these wards over the wall. Both of these teams continuing to spam out. Morgana actually still has a sweeping lens she can use to clear that single ward. But LeBlanc jumping over the wall just says hi before leaving. A nice knock up on Urgot. However, the red team does not want to engage, so they just did a little bit of damage to the tower and now are rotating towards mid lane tower. Will they go in? Lee Sin did land a Sonic Wave, did not want to follow up as well. LeBlanc jumping over the wall, doing a lot of damage to Caitlyn. Only knocked her down to about 2/3 health there, so that's actually pretty good. But C9 Faker, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Back and forth damage. Kog'Maw finishing off the Yasuo. Going to try to land a hook onto Morgana. Goes full in with the ultimate, and that is going to be a lot of deaths back and forth. Urgot finishing off both the Morgana and the Orianna, but now LeBlanc is underneath some towers. Beware going to try to tank it up instead. Vi jumping back and forth. The Rage So Hard finishes off the Vi as well. All of blue team underneath this tower, doesn't even care, finishing off the tower, and now the inhibitor, 25 kills to 12. They got the Yasuo, which is the only member that they were really scared of, and now they moved on. They finished Orianna before she could even Zanya's. Morgana finishing off of Zanya's as well, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late as blue team now finishes it off to finish the first game. Jumping on, oh, the burst damage, they get it! LeBlanc finishes off the Caitlyn with just enough damage. Chrono Frost getting the kill on Urgot simply because he stood on the fountain, and that is game over. Game 1 going to Samsung Black. So that is going to be a fantastic game all across the board. Hey, C9 Faker in the house. So as we progress, let me go ahead and game winners count. We're going to put a nice 1 over here. However, that's going to actually have to be switched, as we should switch the two teams. MVPs really fast so we can get into the next game here. We have for the losing team, MVP, probably, I think it's going to go over to the... Orianna. Played generally a solid game, but despite the lack of Zanya's in that last team fight, had some really nice ultimate. She focused straight onto the Kog'Maw, which is one of the people she really wanted to jump on the head of. LeBlanc was just too slippery for her to be able to get any of her damage to really stick, and so, but generally 2-3-5, not a bad score for a losing game, and so played a solid game. For the winning team over Abby, it's almost, you can't even fault Zabumafu for that LeBlanc. 10-2-10 domination. However, Lee Sin, Rage So Hard Die, 6-17, a part of so many kills. Beautiful game across the way. Fantastic job. So, going to go over to the normal screen here. Are we jumping straight into a new game? So, are we going straight into a new game, or are we taking a quick break? I think I'm going to take a quick break as I figure out what's going on, and I'm going to be right back as we Merciful Vendetta join off me. I'm going to be right back as we figure what's going on next and get this next game underway. So.